Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Tonight, I am so excited to introduce someone I've never met in person, but already feel connected through our amazing online business community. Lori from the Philippines. We only met through this online business, and and here she is joining me live to share. And of course, Mike, I'm here, the story and answer a few questions. That's the beauty of this community. It brings people from all over the world together, turning strangers into friends and teammates. So, welcome, Lori.
Thank you, Emily.
So we have a few questions for you, Lori. I know that I'm the one, I think, that is getting nervous in this interview. But anyway, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your family?
Thank you for the opportunity to be a guest on your call live. It's really a pleasure for me. So I'm Lori. To those who haven't know me, I'm Lori, the face behind Life Builder business page. So I'm a former OFW. I worked in Singapore for 15 years in the customer service field. My last work was in the bank. Pero ngayon, I'm living my dream as a full-time entrepreneur with my own online business. So my biggest why is my family. I have two amazing kids, 20 and 22 years old, both polytechnic graduates in Singapore, now getting ready for their university. So I'm also preparing for my mother's retirement. She's 70 years old now. And I want her to enjoy the best years of her life. But more than that, gusto kong makatulong sa kapwa ko OFW, sa mga mommies na tulad ko na minsan na-stuck sa paycheck to paycheck life. And I believe we can create time freedom, financial freedom, and even generational wealth for our kids. So I'm here to inspire, to share, and to remind you, if I can do it, so can you. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you so much, Lori. And I'm really sure that there's a lot of people who will be watching, if not watching right now, who will be inspired by your story. You know, Han, that Filipinos, there's so many Filipinos all over the world, because as you know, we are very hardworking people, and Lori is the best example of that.
Yeah. So what was life like working over there in Singapore as a OFW?
Well, working as an OFW in Singapore for 15 years, it was both rewarding and challenging. I was blessed to have a stable job. I met people from different cultures and live in a safe and progressive country. I am forever grateful kasi my work allowed me to give my kids a good home, food on the table, even quality education, and a more comfortable life than if we stayed in the Philippines. But to be honest, I wasn't happy and I wasn't fulfilled because my job was in customer service. And for those who work in Singapore, they know the pressure, especially if most of your day is handling complaints like me. Every day I handle complaints. I really didn't love my work. But as a foreigner, I have no choice. I worked for the money, not because I enjoyed it. And my first 2 years it was the hardest. I was new, adjusting to their culture, even the way they spoke. My American English before sounded different from their Singlish. Now I'm speaking Singlish.
Singlish.
Singapore. Yes.
And I was told once that my English wasn't good enough. So
Oh,
it gave
wow.
me anxiety. Yeah, it gave me anxiety, feeling I didn't belong. Then eventually I adapted and I got a higher paying job in Singapore in the telecoms industry. But with the bigger salary came even bigger stress. So I lost my patience. I lost my joy. And honestly, I lost the best parts of myself. So things got better when I was transferred to the back end department. For the first time, I enjoyed my work, but eventually the project stopped for 4 years. After 4 years, it stopped. They removed my department. So I have no choice. Instead of me losing my job, they transferred me again to the customer service hotline. A very,
Oh,
very stressful one. So that was 2019. Then I resigned. That same year, I discovered this online business. I paid the 199, the $99
140.
then. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
When I saw the capital, I needed 10 out. So I stayed jobless for 3 years in Singapore. So I was living in Singapore for under long-term visit pass because my son was still in secondary back then. Then in
Mhm.
2022, my pass was not renewed, so I have to look for a work again, which I really, really prayed for a job I would love. Then God answered my prayer. I was hired by a bank
Yeah.
in a role I prayed for. But after 4 months, unfortunately, the department closed. A lot have
Mhm.
lost their job. But for me, since I'm a foreigner, so what they did, they transferred me. Again, same with my telco, they transferred me to a customer service department. So this time, I was handling people's money, fraud cases, dispute, plus monthly exams that required me 100% score. So every month, I need to take the exam, which is 100%. You cannot
Oh,
get it
wow.
59%. It must be 100%. So at my age, I'm going golden years this coming December, and I also have hypothyroidism. So it was so hard for me to absorb everything. So my anxiety was triggered again. I went through counseling. I think 5 to 6 times counseling. So I kept praying, Lord, bakit ganito? Why it's like this?
Mhm.
Why do I have a job that makes me sick? So even my heart doctor, they told me to leave my work because of stress-related heart issues.
Oh,
Pero
wow.
I told my doctor, doc, I don't have any choice. I need to survive. So then
Yes.
April 2024, my work pass was not approved. And then that was it. I cannot work if I don't have a work pass in Singapore. I cannot continue my work in the bank. So
Mhm.
then I realized God was not closing door for me to punish me, but to redirect me. So I have been praying for a way out, and He answered. So now I see every challenge, every sleepless night, every difficult season in my life was preparing me not just to survive, but to finally build a life I don't need to escape from. And this time I am choosing peace, joy, and purpose. Sorry, sis, it's too long.
Yeah. No, no, no,
Yeah.
but that's very, very inspiring. Oh my God, I can't believe that you've been through a lot of like trans moving one job to another job, and it's not easy, especially if you are in a different country. I never been to Singapore, but I know somebody from Singapore before, and they were saying that Singapore is very strict.
Yes.
Is that true?
It,
Yeah, because
yes.
based on what you were saying about taking that test to get the perfect score, 100%.
You have to have 100 every month.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that really is
Actually,
very, very hard.
yes. Actually, Singapore, I really love to stay in Singapore. If I will stay
Mhm.
there without working, because my field is customer service. We all know, to those who have been working in Singapore or are still working in Singapore, they all know that Singapore is a complaint country. So if like
Uh-huh.
even simple things, they will complain. So that's why I'm also I already adapted their
Okay.
culture. I really complain, especially when I came here in May 2025. I really like, why
Uh-huh.
are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Like, I will call the customer service, I will call the manager, I will speak to them. I will really complain because I have adapted the culture. So, but living in Singapore without a job is really very, very good
Uh-huh.
for me. But if I will live there and I will work again in a corporate world, then I really don't like it. Like, yeah, you're earning, but I really don't, I'm not really happy being in a customer service field. Everything is a complaint. And they're very, very strict. Even chewing gum, you cannot eat chewing gum. So a lot
Oh,
of,
wow.
like they say Singapore is a fine country, so there will be fine if they caught you throwing cigarette butt. You will be fined
Uh-huh.
200. If you don't pick up your dog's trapping, you will be fined 200 SGD. Yeah, so a lot of strict
Mhm.
rules, which is still good because unlike here in the Philippines, right? Everybody is very not disciplined. So it's still the system in Singapore is still better than Philippines. Only the
Yeah,
work is very difficult.
yeah, and they
Yeah.
said that it's very clean as well. I think
That's right.
Yes.
Because if you
It's
drop anything, you get fined 200.
yes. Yeah.
yes.
Back in
Yes.
the Philippines, I love the Philippines, but sometimes, like we really need some discipline implemented.
Yes. But I think we Filipinos are we're not very disciplined, right? So we always blame the government. So I think we need to have discipline first on ourselves. Then
But
I don't know if
I must say that Filipinos are the most hardworking people in the whole world because we get when
yes,
I came here in the US, I had to work 3 jobs.
wow,
Yes. Yeah, three
wow.
jobs, and my day would start 6:30 in the morning and up to 3:30 in the afternoon. 4 o'clock, another go to another job, and then on a weekend, and also on a weekend and up to 12 midnight, I would work and then start over. So that how I started here in the US.
Wow.
Yes.
I think I can't do that. I just like I I just want to work like 8 maximum of 9 hours. But anyway, in Singapore, if you are working in this company, you cannot work part-time in any other company because
Oh,
it's not allowed. So they will revoke your work
visa.
pass if they
Uh-huh.
found out. Yeah. So we're not allowed to work
You
from other companies.
I remember when I first came here, so under our visa, we cannot also work in another company because it's
Mm.
illegal. However, there are so many side jobs that pay you cash.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. So
But that's too tiring.
yes, yeah, and I survived for I have not met Mike. I was alone here in the US. I left my daughter in the Philippines, which is I believe that was the biggest mistake I made is leaving my only daughter in the Philippines. So that's why I always emphasize that young moms, especially those who are working abroad, to find a way, especially the online business, to to be with their kids, because it's not easy and it affects both sides, not only the child or the children, but also the parents. So
Yes.
finding
Actually,
an online business is, I think this is a game changer.
Yes, actually, for me and my kids, they were lucky because I was able to bring them to Singapore, and from kinder to polytechnic, so they study there. But for some of my friends and acquaintances in Singapore, most of them they cannot bring their kids in Singapore because the education, the school fee is too high, so
Mhm.
they unable to afford that school fee, and also the cost of living. It's
Oh,
very,
okay.
yeah, it's very dear.
Yeah, I know. So, what make you decide to start this journey, like this online business? Is it yeah, you mentioned earlier because you are, juggling or moving from one job to another, right? So,
Yeah, but yeah, like many of us, I saw an ad in Facebook. So
mhm.
it was my mentor Mimi. I saw her ad while I was scrolling. Then I felt like it was directly speaking to me. So first I ignored it, but I realized I and my mom, because I was in Wales at that time.
Mhm.
This one is after I lost my job in Singapore. I went to Wales. So I stay with my mom. So every Wednesday we go to St. Mary's Church, and then Sunday we go to Penani Church.
Mhm.
Um, then we're praying for work because my mom wants me to work there. So I will be with her. She has somebody. She has a child there in UK. So
Okay.
we prayed for work there or any source of income. So
Mhm.
then something is whispering to me, this is the opportunity that you're praying for. So what made me decide to join this digital business? I
Mhm.
decided to join because of that silent whisper, and I prayed to God to lead me, and I will follow Him. And most importantly, this business is not the same to those businesses, the side hustles that I have previously. So I realized that as I go along with the training, I realized that money, more than money, I want a bigger purpose. And I chose a path that builds my story, and I want to be remembered of how I live, love, and lifted others.
Okay. So,
So she was totally a stranger, but
mhm.
I still decided to take the leap.
Oh,
She's a
okay.
nurse in UK. My mentor is a nurse in UK, and I
Uh-huh.
took the leap. I take the risk because I did my due diligence. I research everything before I joined. So
Mhm.
I checked the partnered companies, the founders. I research. Then I stalk my coach. I stalk my mentor. I stalk the people in the community. Then I decided to
Yes.
join.
Yeah, so from the time that you saw the ad to the time that you decided to actually, go ahead and pay the $149, how long is that between the time you saw the ad and the time that you decided to actually
Come
that
on board.
yeah.
It was actually just 2 weeks apart. um, I saw the
Oh,
ad
okay.
November 16, I saw the ad. Every minute, I already research everything because for me, since I'm a banker, I work in a bank. My mind is like um it. My mind is always, oh, it's fraud, it's scam. But my mind is what do you call it?
Yes.
Already um I'm always thinking scam. I'm always thinking fraud. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did my research. 2 weeks of research. Then I started.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Oh,
very, very
that's
fast because
great. And
I don't want to waste a day. Because when I saw the
yes.
business, when I watched the pre-coaching video, I saw the potential. I saw the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity. It's like a gold mine. I saw a gold mine. So after I did the 2 weeks research, I already jumped in. I already take the leap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So, those people who are really watching right now and are very skeptical, we really do encourage them to do your own research, to do your own due diligence in order to, find out about this business. Because a lot of people are skeptical, and like you said, can is this legit, is this not a scam? Because whether we like it or not, there are so many scams out there. So it really is very important to each one of us, even the people who are watching right now and the people who will be watching the replay of this live stream, to just take a look at this business. And also, the best thing for them to do is to really, Sis Lori, you did not put your website in front of you, but just
it's
yeah.
in my, but because the thanks for having
Oh
this
yeah,
out
I see.
with
I'm
us,
seeing
yeah,
it.
it's
I'm
there,
seeing
so
it. Yeah.
we cannot see the website.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Yeah, I see it now. So like I said, just I always tell the viewers to, like, go to the website, just put their name and their email address. There's no fee on doing that, and by that, taking that first step, then of course, like you will find out that the business is not scam, and then there is really gold mine inside this business. So thank you for
Yes.
sharing that, Sis Lori. And another one is, what personal growth have you seen in yourself since you joined this business, or since you started this business?
A lot, actually, a lot of personal growth. So this journey has brought me so much personal growth and a complete change of mindset. So one of the biggest lessons I've learned is gratitude. I went from being a person full of complaints to someone who wakes up each day thankful to every smallest blessings. So in Singapore, the environment there can be very complaint driven. But through this business, I learned to pause and appreciate what I have. Now, every morning, I thank God for my life, for the roof over my head, and for the food on my table, for my family's health, and even for the air I breathe. Kahit yung pinakamaliit na bagay, even the smallest things, I've learned to be grateful for. I'll be honest, I still catch myself complaining sometimes, especially here in the Philippines. Every breath, I need to give money. So parang hinihinga mo yun, paglabas ng pera. For the and this morning just happened before the go live, for the dogs of the homeowners here in my place. Hindi nila binabantayan yung doggies nila. They will let the dogs out and then pee or poop in my place. So yeah, but I'm still trying my best to let gratitude be my default. So the next lesson is trusting God.
Yes.
So every go live, I really do my prayer first. So I've learned to surrender everything to Him. This business brought me closer to Him and reminding me that He sees the whole picture, even when I do. So I trust God knows what's best for me. So I keep on doing my part, showing up on the training, doing my training, learning. At this time, I'm not yet done with the training, and sharing with others so that they can also break free from the cycle of just surviving. And lastly, believing in myself. I've learned that I can do things I never thought I could, things
Yes.
outside my comfort zone. So before, I didn't even know how to create Canva posts, edit a video. I didn't even know how to do a video or edit video. Then Facebook Live. So now step by step, because of the training, I'm becoming the person I want to be, a person worth clapping for. So hopefully soon, like
Yes.
Rawan.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
unlike before, when I was an employee and often I felt I'm not good enough. Now I know I have value, I have skills, I have the courage to dream bigger. So this business really changed a lot for me.
Yeah, and
I'm
this one
very,
is
very thankful.
Yeah, the same is true with me. Before I started this online business, like I always look at the positive side of things even before. However, when I joined this business, I thought that my first the very important thing here in this online business is money. But when you actually join in the business, you would say that money is secondary. Personal growth is the number one for me, because the mindset will really change so much. Like you you only you instead of being thankful, I become grateful, you know because for me, being grateful is so much better than just being thankful. And I learned so much as well, like the social media, the marketing, the and all that, the go live. Before, I would never post anything personal life in Facebook, and now I'm an open book. I want people to know that we are real people, that we are uh, regular people like everyone else in the world, and then that we can do a lot of things for ourselves, like you said, believing in yourself. I i didn't know that I'm able to do things that I am doing right now. It's amazing. Yes, it's not a part of our life, but I just wanna get a quick fire fun. Okay, you just choose one thing: coffee or tea.
Coffee.
Morning person or night owl?
Night off.
Favorite thing to do with your kids on weekends?
Jalan jalan. Going out.
Ano yun? Oh, okay. Ah. And then finally, dream vacation destination.
Don't say Singapore.
Japan
Don't say
and
Singapore.
Switzerland.
Yeah, all right. Now, is there anything else that you would like to say before we end this session, Sis Lori?
Um, I think for those moms who are struggling financially and afraid to try something, just pray for it. If God puts a dream in your heart, go for it. Fulfill that dream. So, do we still have time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, if you've been praying for something like me to change your life for the better, to give your family a good future, and an opportunity shows up, then grab it. Let God lead you. Trust the process. Don't wait for the perfect time. So just start. So if you're an OFW for years and you want to have more time with your family without sacrificing your income, start the business. But remember, this is not a quick rich scheme. So if you plant a mango seed today, tomorrow it will not grow. You need to plant, water, nurture, and then wait for it to grow, because to grow to become a strong tree. But once it's a tree, in order for it to be fruitful, you still need to nurture it. So just like a baby, diba, the baby cannot walk, cannot talk. Just like what my mentor told me, and our business is like a baby. So the baby cannot walk and cannot talk when they were born, right? Then you need to take care of them. You need to nurture them. So it's the same with our business. So we need consistency, patience, and care to bring harvest in the future. And also, remember, we are here on earth to enjoy life that God has given us and to help others. So it's not only work, eat, sleep, repeat. So the
I was
cycle
there.
is endless. Yeah, it's not the life that God is intended for us. So I believe that God gave me this business because He wants me to have more, so I can give more. Previously, I'm I started the business because of financial, but eventually, as I go along with my training, I have a bigger purpose to help others. So that's it, sis, because I'm not sure if we still have time.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We're not under time pressure. So, but
Okay.
would you like to add to that, Han?
Yeah, I think one of the key things that you mentioned there is that what I like to do is help other people. So definitely, I can relate to what you're saying. It's not all about the money; it's about helping others and see them grow and come out of their situation.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
and also the same is true with me because I always say I was born poor. I grew up poor, and then I and one of the biggest reason why I joined this online business as well is to pass the legacy to my daughter because I don't want her to experience everything that I experienced growing up for not having enough. I went to school with everything is hand me down from shoes to bags to clothes. Everything is hand me down, and that's one thing that I really don't want to happen to my daughter and to my grandkids. So, and this business that we are building is something that I can really pass on to her, and hopefully she will take care of it, and she can pass it to her kids as well. And I really just want to break that cycle of being poor. And also, I was just driving this morning, and I remember my grandparents who took care of me as well before, and I wish they were still alive right now. And I think they are gonna be really proud of me of what I become from that very poor little girl in Batangas before. So, but anyway, thank you so much, Lori. I really appreciate your time. I know that it's still early in the morning there in the Philippines, and even though we don't know each other and we never seen each other, uh, you gave us this opportunity to share your experiences, to share your story. And to be honest with you, your story is very inspiring. Um, a lot of people, a lot of moms out there are going to relate to that story. And also, I really admire your the faith that you have in God, because I also believe that there is that powerful guy up there in heaven who is looking down at us, you know
Yes, that's
so
true.
yes, so thank you so much to your time. We
Thank you
really
also.
appreciate it, and good luck to you and to your family and to all your loved ones, and of course congratulations on the business, and congratulations to the the future business partners as well.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity. And to those who can relate to my story and to Emily's story, just message us directly or sign up on my website at www.loriramos.com. I am not sure, it's not showing on the screen. And also to Emily's
It is.
website, www.emilyandmindtwig.com. You just need to put your name and email address, and register for the
Yes.
free workshop for you to be able to see what this business is. And this is really a gold mine of opportunity. So don't waste your time scrolling unnecessary in social
Yes.
media. So make social media be your income source. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can maybe I can take a little screenshot before you go, sis Lori. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot. Ready? One, two, smile. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
All right. So, guys, thank you so much for all of you who are watching right now, and to those of you who will be watching the replay of this live. Um, and if you've been listening and thinking maybe this is the time to try something new, this is your sign, guys. Like Sis Lori was saying a few minutes ago, you don't have to do it alone. You can join our supportive community learn step by step and start building a future you're excited about. If you heard Sis Lori's situation, that was really amazing and very, very inspiring. Send us a message, like she said, or drop comment below and I'll send you all the details, and Sis Lori can send you all the details as well, so you can check it for yourself. Who knows, the next time we go live, maybe it will be your story we are sharing. Again, thank you so much for watching. And like we always say, before we go, please don't forget to pray, because prayers
move mountains.
Thank you. Bye for now.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Okay, Sis Lydia, thank you for watching.